I'm going to be ranking the best free cards right now in NBA 2K23 My Team. We have a tier list here ranking from S that goes all the way down to D tier, and we have about 30 of the best free cards in My Team right now. Now, I will say, guys, I'm not including any of the trophy case cards, and the reason for that is because they would basically just be all in the S tier and A tier category, with guys like Dark Matter, Dr. J, Tim Duncan, Larry Bird, the Galaxy Opals, Gilbert Arenas, Jimmy Butler, Clyde, Anthony Davis. I mean, I think it would be pretty unfair for the other free cards in the game. So for this tier list, I'm just going to have, all the non-trophy case cards, which is obviously a lot. Like I said, we got 30 of the best free cards in the game, and there's some absolute beasts on this tier list. But let me know in the comment section down below who are some of your guys' favorite free cards in the game right now, and let me know what you guys would change about my tier list. But the first free card here is going to be DeAndre Ayton. I would say he's probably either going to be in the C tier or B tier category. I think for now, I'm probably going to keep him in C tier. He's a 7'1" center with a 7'4" wingspan. He's going to be a good defender, 88 interior defense, 88 block with an 84 steal and a 79 perimeter, so nothing too crazy for a guy like DeAndre Ayton at the center spot. All around, just going to be a good defender, good rebounder, and a great finisher around the basket. So I'd say C tier is going to be a fair spot on the free card tier list. Now, Al Horford, I think, is a very interesting one. I would say he's probably going to be in that B tier category. A very good pick and pop center who does have a good jump shot and does give you some really good defense, but I'd say he's probably in that B tier spot for obviously a free card tier list. Now, Galaxy Opal, Bam Adebayo, 1000% going to be in the S tier category. If you guys don't know, S tier is going to be my top 5 free cards in the game. So obviously Bam going to be in the S tier spot, definitely a top 5 free card in the game right now. He's a 6'9" power forward with a 7'2" wingspan, and he's going to give you some amazing all-around defense, 91 interior defense, 88 perimeter, 88 lateral quickness, 87 steal with an 88 block. He's got a good standing dunk animations, good standing dunk rating, I should say, with some good standing dunk animations, 90 standing dunk, 85 driving dunk. He's got a Hall of Fame bully, Giant Slayer, Masher, post-bank technician, and the gold Rise Up badge, which is nice. So the card can knock down threes. He's pretty fast. He's definitely athletic. He's a good rebounder, one of the best for a 6'9" power forward, and he's going to be a great defender as well. So Bam Adebayo, easily going to be in the S tier category. Now, Pink Diamond Bradley Beal, I think is actually a very interesting card. I do think he's a lot better than people saying he is, but I would say he's probably still going to be in the B tier spot. A really good offensive shooting guard, definitely is a liability on the defensive side of things though, and a very similar card to Bradley Beal is going to be Pink Diamond Devin Booker. Now, I've never really been the biggest fan of this card, and the reason is I don't really like his jump shot too much. Obviously, if you know how to use his card and you're good with his jump shot, he can obviously be very effective on the offensive side of things, but really doesn't fit the meta for me of this game's meta so far with rim running and defense. So for me, Devin Booker gonna be in that C tier category. Now, Pink Diamond Boogie, I do think is gonna be in the A tier category. First A tier card of the free card tier list. I'm not sure if he's a top 5 free card, but definitely deserving of the A tier category. It's a 6'10" power forward / center with a 7'5" wingspan, and I haven't really decided what position I do think he's better at. I'm starting to lean towards I think he's better at the power forward position because he is a little bit of a liability on the defensive end, but he does have a really good player model and he weighs 270 pounds, so he can definitely play the center position. Just his stats defensively really aren't the best, but obviously going to be a good pick and pop power forward, 87 3 ball, 90 mid range, and does have a really good jump shot and the MJ dribble style as well. So Boogie Cousins for me definitely going to be in the A tier category and maybe gets moved up to S tier later in the video. Now, this Diamond Derek Coleman is just one of the worst cards in the game, at least for a free card. I mean, his stats, I'll just quickly show you guys. I just gotta show you guys the stats real quick, and you'll agree with me right away because he's 6'10" with a 7'1" wingspan. But look at these stats. He's looking like a day one stats for maybe like an Amethyst card. Like, he can't really dunk the ball. He can't really play defense. He's not fast. He doesn't have a good vertical. He has an 87 3 ball, which is pretty much it. But he's got Bismack Biyombo base and Rudy Gobert upper. So, I mean, he doesn't have a good jump shot. He's not a good defender. He's not fast. And he can't dunk the ball as well. So he's easily going to be the worst free card of the list so far, and definitely in that D tier category. Now, Amethyst Michael Cooper, I do think is actually really solid. And honestly, this might be crazy to say, but I think Michael Cooper is in the A tier category because I like him more than a guy like Bradley Beal at the shooting guard spot. He's 6'5" with a 6'8" wingspan. He gives you some great lockdown defense, 94 steal, 95 lateral quickness, 95 perimeter, with also having an 86 interior defense. And then he's also going to be a great rim runner as well, 90 driving dunk, 92 vertical. So Michael Cooper, even though he's an Amethyst, I do think is going to be in the A tier category. Next free card here is going to be Corey Maggedy. Now, I think I always pronounce this guy's name name wrong, but I do think Corey's going to be in the B tier category. A very solid shooting guard, very similar to a guy like Bradley Beal. Next up, free card here is going to be Eddie Jones. I do think he's going to be in the A tier category, a little bit better than guys like Corey and Bradley Beal at the shooting guard spot, kind of on the same level as a guy like Michael Cooper. Like, I really don't think Eddie Jones is that much better than a guy like Cooper. They're both going to be great defenders, about the same height and wingspan. They're both good at slashing to the basket. The only thing that Eddie Jones does better is going to be his jump shot and his movement as well. He does have the MJ dribble style and probably a better jump shot than Michael Cooper, so that's really the only difference of the cards. Other than that, they are going to be very similar, so both going to be in the A tier category, both great two-way shooting guards. Now, next free card here is going to be Amethyst Jeremy Grant. I would say he's probably in the C tier category, definitely the best card in C tier so far. Just an Amethyst card that I feel like is definitely solid all around, but doesn't really excel in anything necessarily, so I think he's going to be in the C tier spot, but overall still a really good free card. Now, Pink Diamond Allen Houston, I think is also going to be in the C tier category, very similar to a guy like Devin Booker. They can both just shoot threes, and that's really it. Like, they're both not going to be great defenders, they both don't have good movement, they both aren't fast and good at going to the basket, so they can shoot threes, but that's pretty much it for the card. So I'd say they're both going to be in the C tier category. Now, talking about the Galaxy Opal Donovan Mitchell, obviously came out yesterday for dropping 71 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds. So we did get that Galaxy Opal Moments card. And let me tell you right now, this Donovan Mitchell is an absolute beast at the point guard spot, 6'1" with a 6'10" wingspan, and he is easily going to be in the S tier category. I mean, he's arguably a top 5 point guard in the game. I think he's actually top 3, but that's a whole nother discussion for a different video. I quickly want to know though, guys, if you're watching the video right now, let me know in the comment section down below, where would you guys rank Donovan Mitchell amongst the best point guards in the game right now? Like I said, for me, I have him at number 3 or number 4, but I think for most people, he'd probably be somewhere in the top 5. He's one of the best offensive point guards in the game right now, so especially for a free card, he is 1000% going to be in that S tier category. Definitely the best free card in my team right now, if we're not counting trophy cases. Diamond Iguodala, I would say, is going to be in the B tier category. Still a very good shooting guard. Doesn't have the best of jump shots. It's a little bit slow in my opinion, but going to give you some great defense and obviously a good slasher. So at least going to be in that B tier category. Pink Diamond Jerry Stackhouse, I think, is going to be in C tier. One of the worser Pink Diamonds, I would say, from the Happy Holiday set. There's a lot of good shooting guards like Bradley Beal and some other cards we'll talk about later in the video, but I do think Jerry Stackhouse, one of the worst Pink Diamonds. But Jaren Jackson Jr., I think, is arguably a top 5 free card, but I think for now, I'll just have him in the A tier category. A very good defensive power forward who definitely has an okay jump shot as well, and just going to give you some amazing defense and a great rebounder as well. Now, looking at the next free card here is going to be Pink Diamond Embiid. I would say Embiid probably going to be in that B tier category. I don't think he's as good as a guy like Boogie Cousins at the center position, but overall this Embiid card is still definitely decent. He's got a good jump shot. He's 7 foot with a 7'5" wingspan, only 77 3 ball, might be a little bit low, but his jump shot is really not that bad. And then defensively, he's going to be a great interior defender, having a 97 block, 95 interior defense. Steal, perimeter, lateral quickness isn't the greatest, but I mean, the card's going to be a great center all around, a really good pick and pop center who can shoot threes from pretty much anywhere on the court, having gold catch and shoot, claymore, doesn't have limitless range, but can still shoot the 3 ball at a very high level. So I think Joel Embiid going to be in that B tier category. Now, talking about Pink Diamond Jared Wallace, I think he's honestly one of the most slept on cards in the game right now, like just in general, not even just for free cards. Like, he is a very elite small 40, 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan, and take a look at these stats. Very well-rounded stats. He's a great all-around defender, 95 driving dunk, 89 vertical, 90 speed, 90 acceleration. He's got Hall of Fame posterizer, quick first step, challenger, clamps, interceptor, menace, off-ball pass, post lockdown. Like, he's a great defender, good at going to the basket, and does have a really good jump shot and the best dribble style in the game, the MJ dribble style. So I mean, this Jared Wallace card, easily a top 5 free card in the game right now, and one of the most slept on cards, so easily going to be in my S tier category. Brook Lopez, I think, is very close to a guy like Boogie Cousins, whether it's at the center position or just overall as a card. I think they're very, very similar. I think they're both, not necessarily good defenders. I think Brook Lopez is definitely the better defender, but both going to be the same on the offensive end. I think Boogie's a little bit better offensively, and Brook's a lot better defensively, but very, very close at the center position. Now, Diamond OG Anunoby, I do think, is also going to be in the A tier category. A great two-way small forward. He's got his jump shot on quick timing and going to be a very good all-around defender. defender. So OG Anunoby, I think, is going to be in the A tier category. Another pretty slept on card that nobody really runs nowadays, but I do feel like it's still a really good small forward. Now, Galaxy Super Trae Young is a very interesting card. And I also do want to find John Stockton because they are basically the same card. I mean, they're both 6'1" point guards. Stockton is going to be a lot better of a defender. So I will say that's what Stockton is going for him. But Trae Young, I mean, this card can shoot threes and 300s at an okay level, but that's pretty much it for the card. Like, he doesn't give you good defense. He's a 6'1" point guard. He can't dunk the basketball. So all this card can really do is shoot threes. And yes, he does have a good dribble style and his jump shot and quick timing and a really good leaner, but I don't know, man. I really don't like his Trae Young card. He just doesn't play defense. Where a guy like John Stockton, yes, he's also 6'1", but at least he plays some defense. He's got an 80 interior defense, which is super huge for a short point guard. He's got a 98 steal, 98 lateral quickness, 97 perimeter. So I think if we're talking about Stockton compared to Trae Young, I do think Stockton is a much better point guard, but I do think they're both going to be in the C tier category. I think you can maybe even argue Trae Young down into that D tier spot, but I think for now, I'll keep him in the C tier category. Now, Pink Diamond Scottie Pippen is a very interesting card because I do think he's a little bit outdated with his badges, but his stats are still really good. He's a great defender, one of the best on this list, at least at the perimeter, like at least on the perimeter for defense, one of the best on this free card tier list. Offensively, he's got a great jump shot. I just really think he does lack badges wise, but other than that, I think he definitely deserves to be in the A tier spot. Now, Pink Diamond Michael Red, I think is a decent free card, probably going to be in that B tier category. All he can really do is shoot threes, and that's pretty much it, but he is a 6'7" shooting guard, I'm pretty sure. Rex Chapman, honestly, guys, I do think is going to be in the S tier category. I know that might be a little bit shocking because I feel like nobody really talks about Rex, but this card is super elite at the point guard spot. He's 6'4" with a 6'5" wingspan. I mean, take a look at these offensive stats: 95 3 ball, 94 mid range, 92 speed, 92 acceleration. He's amazing at going to the rim, 95 driving dunk, 95 vertical. He's great playmaking wise, 92 ball handle, 90 speed with ball, and he does have some great Hall of Fame shooting badges as well. So Rex Chapman is a really underrated and a really good free point guard. Pink Diamond Glenn Rice, I do think is going to be in the A tier category. Dennis Rodman, I think is going to be in B tier. A great defender, one of the best in the game. Obviously going to be a great rebounder as well. Sharif, I think is pretty underrated for a takeover card. Going to be in that B tier spot. Tom Gugulata, probably just absolutely butchered the hell out of his name. I think he's going to be in the C tier spot. Really not that good of a card. And then Diamond Dwayne Wade, I do think is going to be in the B tier category. But guys, we have to move one of these free cards up from A tier into the S tier category. I'm leaning towards, Boogie Cousins, Scottie Pippen, and Jaren Jackson Jr. I think everybody else probably deserves to be in the A tier spot. And I think I'm going to give it to Boogie Cousins to be in the S tier category. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my free card tier list? And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.